Hey, Chris and Jessica Calhoun here at beautiful Moraine State Park. And we're going to talk a little bit about water safety and some legal requirements for when you're going out on the water. First thing we're going to talk about are legal requirements. So when we're out on the water, everyone must have a wearable personal flotation device with them at all times. Jessica, how old are you?
11.
She's 11 years of age. Out here at the state park, kids 12 years of age and under must wear a life jacket at all times. And for me as an adult, although I can have one with me, I wear one at all times as well, because life jackets float, we don't. Second thing we want to take a look at in terms of our legal requirements is making sure that our boats are registered. And so got a couple of different ways that you can do that. You can stop out at the state park and purchase your launching permit. Make sure you have that before you go out. You can either get it through DCNR here at the Bureau of State Parks, or you can get one through the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. Both of those sources are great places to get your launching permits. The other thing that you want to do before you're going out, although this is not a legal requirement, is make sure you have some good information about where you're going. Moraine State Park has maps. They also have information on the boating regulations from the Fish and Boat Commission, plus they have the Boating Safety Handbook. So we're wearing our life jackets, we have our boat launching permits. Jessica, you have what in the front of your life jacket there?
A whistle?
And the reason we have a whistle on our life jacket is because it's a legal requirement. We have to have a mechanical means to produce sound. So Jessica, can you blow that for me? Sweet. So it's an attention getting, so if you capsize out there on the water, you can blow that whistle and it's going to get people's attention. So PFDs, whistles, launching permits. Now if we're also out here at night, we need to have an all-around white light so that we're visible, so that people can see us. So those are the basic legal requirements that we need to think about. Let's talk about some other things that we can take with us. Jessica, you want to help me out here?
Sure.
Okay. I like to keep my stuff when I'm going out paddling in a dry bag. So dry bags are one way to keep your equipment dry when you're out there. So if you're going to help me out here, honey, I take a first aid kit when I'm out there. I put my first aid kit in a simple Nalgene bottle. It's watertight, so I've got my basic first aid needs with me. Some of the other things we'll take with us, we'll take some fluids for hydration. We'll take some snacks along. We also use some sunscreen when we're out there that protects us from not only the sun coming this way, but the sun that reflects off the water. So we'll apply that before we go out. We'll also apply it when we're out there on the water. So not only do I have a dry bag, but I also have a box to put my phone in. Phones are great. You don't have cell service everywhere, but a lot of times we're out and about, you have quite an area where you can get cell service. I can get my weather alerts, I can get water information, I can pull up maps on here, and we can even take some pictures along the way. But just make sure that you've got it protected. So again, I will put that in my dry box for protection. And the other thing that I'll do too is I'll take my keys and put in the dry box as well. That way I know that they're safe and protected. Some other stuff that we'll take with us, depending on the weather, we always prepare for the worst when we go out. So at a minimum, we're going to take some rain gear for protection when we're out there. Last thing I take with me, for me, I take a throw bag. This is a device that I use to help people out if I have to rescue them. But the one thing I want to tell you about rescue, the best person that can rescue you is you. So you should practice some basic skills. Capsize close to shore with somebody there. See what it's like. Find out what it's like to swim that boat back to shore. Don't be paddling out in the middle of the lake. Be paddling with some buddies. Make sure you leave a float plan. We hope you guys have a great day on your next trip out on the water. And remember, be smart, wear it.
This has been a Butler Eagle Report.